So, my name's Lynne Murphy, and I'm an academic linguist. I work at the University of Sussex. And part of what I do in my job and in my life is to talk a lot about American and British English and English usage in general to public audiences. English is, of course, now a world language. Publishing is so much international, directed to international audiences these days on the web and in other ways, that you need to be aware when you're an editor editing somebody who's writing in another English, sort of how much does need to be fooled with in terms of getting it across to either an international audience or to an audience at home. So I know that a lot of British people worry these days, it's in the press a lot, about British English becoming Americanized. And I think that's something that's very easy to have a sort of knee-jerk response to in British culture. If this is American, it must be, prevented from infecting British language. But the problem with enforcing that attitude in editing, which, I have to say most editors wouldn't approach it quite that way, but the problem with that attitude is people are very, very bad judges of what's British and what's American. And so I know I and other American authors working in Britain often have the experience of being edited with "that must be American because I don't know it," when it was me being creative. So I think to talk about these things and make people a little bit more sensitive to the fact that it's not just a set of spelling differences, it's not something that can be mechanically done to Americanize a text, and it's not something that is easy to do if you're not a native speaker of that particular variety. So I like thinking about those things, I like talking about them with editors.